everybody. Welcome to another episode of F1 News. We always bring you we always bring you an analytical and political, given the power intrigue going on right now, look at Formula One, but always with a hint of laughter, or as some people say, with a dash of laughter. So let's jump straight into it. This episode is also inspired by one of our followers, our subscribers. We asked people to subscribe, and this follower noted that in May, leading up to the sacking of Horner this month, in May, 2% of the Thai ownership of Red Bull was sold to someone. We don't know where it was sold. Maybe it was sold to the Mateschitz group, but 2% of the Thai ownership was sold, which means the Thai ownership only has 47% interest in the company now, and the Austrian ownership has 49 or 51, has the majority. Now, this is interesting because the Austrian ownership is the son of Mateschitz, who died. Mateschitz gave what's his name, Horner, carte blanche to run the company as he wants. But the young boy, apparently, from what we hear, when he came in, he wanted more power and say, and probably he, along with my guess is Adrian Newey and some of the engineers, wanted Horner to step back a little bit and give some of the operations to other people, because Horner was just doing too much. He's doing the financial, he's jumping in on the design of the car, he's doing a lot. So apparently there was a group of people, probably headed by some of the engineers like Newey and co, and definitely by the son, who wanted to check Horner's power. Whereas the other way around, Horner wanted more power. He wanted to become like Toto Wolff, to get some ownership in that company, to become rich. So it seems like the Thai group was the only thing saving Horner and giving him power. But for some reason, the guy who owns the Thai group, his last name is Yudvia. The younger one, who had 2%, sold that 2%. So I don't know why he did that. We can go into that, but that's the mechanism which may have doomed Horner. And what they could do is, because of the sex scandal, or not the sex scandal, because we don't know what it is, but the harassment scandal, whatever scandal gave the Austrian group a chance to move in and get those 2%. Maybe what happened was, after the scandal and after the drop of the car, even though the Thai group defends Horner and is on his side, business is business, and if Horner's bad for business, they're going to sell their stocks, because maybe they don't have confidence in the way he's running things. Basically, it looks like he lost control, as far as I'm concerned. What are your thoughts, Mr. Johnny?
Man, I think that's the word right there, man. He has lost control, as in...
Mr. Johnny.
Hello? You got me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, yeah.
I hear you now.
The last word you said was like, he lost control, and I think that's it. He lost control.
Yeah.
And, and the fact that I think he was even getting too much control, from what I heard, he was trying to run it, and he was also trying to do everything. And of course, the fact that the car has not been doing well as well, due to the fact that all the engineers have run out, all the superstars were gone out. So all that performance, he's lost that, his bulletproof, that stuff.
Yeah.
Because before, he could do whatever he wants as long as the car is winning, but the car is not winning anymore, so he can't do whatever he wants. And somebody wants him out, people that hate him.
And if I know. He built a Formula 3000 team. Then he got into F1, bought Jaguar. Not bought, but he got Mateschitz to buy Jaguar. And he has power, but nobody can do everything. For example, Newey can't do day-to-day financial orders. Even though Newey wanted more power with Ferrari, they didn't want to give him full power. That's why he went to Aston Martin. But sometimes I think, stay in your lane. You can still be the boss, but you have to adjudicate other things to other people who are skilled at it,
Yeah.
Each person has it. So I think Horner wanted way too much power, and he might have started believing he was invincible. But like you said, the guy that was backing him was Dietrich Mateschitz, but that guy dies. It's like, oh, your godfather has died. What will you do now? You get my point? And at that point,
protection is gone.
After his protection was gone, he should have he should have, compromised and listened to the group and say, okay, yeah, I'm still going to be the head of running this thing, but I'll step back and let other people take care of other departments. And this is where, especially the standoff between Newey and Pierre Vacher, as to which conceptual direction the car should go.
Yeah,
Horner backed Vacher because he was afraid that he didn't want Nui to become too powerful. He's probably paranoid of Nui. I don't want Nui to be the one that gets the shares. But I think that was where his downfall went. And then also with the scandal, he felt that, well, I'm the boss. I can talk to this female anywhere I want, and I'm invincible. But he learned, and I don't take any pleasure in saying he learned because I like Horner and he's great. He'll bounce back. He's actually the spirit of Red Bull. He's the only person they've ever had. You know, the bad boys get the good drivers. They do all kinds of things. They stand up for their drivers, even to the point at which it's not appropriate. But like they always say, just don't push it too far. What are your thoughts, Kunle?
Whether this pushing out of Horner is actually a political movement, because there's this fight for Red Bull, which is the golden egg. Is Horner the goose that laid the golden egg, or is Vache right? Is Vache and the back and the new principal from coming in to replace Horner? Are they an improvement on the team, or is Horner's debacle and exit from the team a signal that the team can no longer reach the heights that it had once reached with him? That's another thing that I'm curious to find out, because I know that obviously there were technical differences between Horner and Vache, not just.
No, it was Nui. It was Nui and Vache. Nui and Vache were the ones that, and Horner was backing Vache. But I see what you're saying. I think Nui leaving, they went in the wrong technical direction, but they could have turned that around if they hire someone or give Vache time to work on it. But there was just too many things going on. I'm not going to say losing Nui was a bad thing, but even if you lose Nui, you can't just say, oh, Vache is my guy. I think the only reason he was backing Vache is because Vache is a lesser known person that doesn't have the personality that Nui has. So he can still project his power. Horner can still project his power. But with guys like Nui and co, it's sort of like, oh, these engineers have power and they want to go one direction. And it's making me look like I don't have power, but I need to look like I have power because I want more shares. You see what I'm saying, Kule? Yeah. It's sort of like maybe you want to I can prove that I can build the team without you, Nui. He basically wanted to prove that they could win without Nui and they only needed him. So that's the only reason he backed Vache, I think. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. The question is, I mean, Nui, I still respect Nui more than Vache. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Vache has got is now.
Well, if it's broke, put an asymmetric device in it if it's broke. Let me stop.
Yeah.
I'm making fun of Nui. Put the cheating in there.
Yeah. Red Bull's ambitions have petered down. They've not gone better, but they've gone worse. So Vache has won the battle for Red Bull, but Red Bull have lost the battle for the title. It seems that the goose that laid the golden egg has been killed. That's how I feel about this ship. They've got weaker people.
And you know what I hear? And you know what I hear? You know what I hear?
Who are special, yeah.
I think they both lost. Horner lost because he had to leave, and Red Bull lost. But I think Red Bull is going to be the bigger loser because Horner can go somewhere else. And I know that Horner has the charisma and the power to build the type of team that can win again. He's just that he's going to have to not play these power games. But what I was going to say, there's a rumor now that they're going to keep, what's his name? Ferrari is going to keep Vasseur, but they're going to hire a boss over Vasseur. So in other words, they're going to tell Vasseur to do the same thing as Horner. They've been telling Vasseur that he can't run everything. You understand what I'm saying? Which I agree. So they want Vasseur to still be the team principal, but they want him to step back a little bit because Vasseur tries to control the day-to-day running, the money, everything, and the car. And he made a big mistake about changing the front suspension last year. So the rumor is that they're going to let Vasseur stay, but they say, see what happened to Horner? That could happen to you if you become too angry. But here's the thing. Wouldn't it be funny if they bring in Horner as the executive over him? And say, okay, Horner, now you can deal with the charisma side and let what's his name? Vasseur deal with that would be that would be great. So in other words, Horner will be moved up to be more management than team principal, which I think would suit him very well. What do you think, Mr. Johnny?
Yeah, I think Horner would really like to he would like to have his hands on the car more than
but he's not an engineer. That's the problem. He's not an engineer.
He's not an engineer, yeah, but he would tell you that, hey man, have you seen what I've done? Red Bull.
Yeah. But you know what I say? Is it you or is it you and Nui and also
there you go.
Marco? Yes. It was a team, and Marco.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, but well, if that will make Hamilton and the car and that Ferrari fly, then let him go to
Yeah, because
Ferrari.
I think
I
what
don't
it
mind
is,
seeing him
Hamilton
there,
and those guys,
Ferrari.
they don't want Vasseur to leave. But my thing is that maybe Vasseur is overworked. I think gone are the days where the team principal can do everything like what Horner was doing. F1 is becoming too competitive. You're against teams now like McLaren. McLaren has thousands of scientists that we don't even know. You get my point?
Yeah,
So gone are the days when sort of like gone are the days of Alex Ferguson where you could choose chewing gum on the side of the pitch. I slap your player, I say go go go, and you win. Now you have to worry about guys like the coach what's his name for Man City. He has thousands of different coaches for each
yes,
technical.
for for
So
for, yeah, for to stop,
yeah, gone are the days where it's just one guy sitting on the sideline. Those days, or you're gonna slap Rooney in the face and you'll win. There's too many systems involved. That's basically too many systems and too many operations. So those days are over. Those days used to exist, like Briatore. You just have one man and then you can win. But F1 has become
then,
so complicated,
yeah,
especially with McLaren and these Mercedes. McLaren and Mercedes, they're good
those
because
guys
they have very good nameless engineers, people we don't know. And then all you have to
exactly.
do is Toto Wolff just stay there. But I will give credit. This guy built the team from the ground by himself. Not by himself, but by a lot. But he put a lot of work into it. Horner. But
Oh no, yeah.
he started the team 20 years ago. F1 has changed. What are your thoughts, Kool-Aid?
Yeah, I mean, now that Horner is out, Horner is like when Jamie Foxx was talking about Mike Tyson. He's like a pit bull and nobody knows who the owner is. All the other team principals should be scared because Horner is going to steal somebody's position. I think that he's not done with Formula One. At some level, somebody is going to have to make way for him. He is coming back. He's been far too successful.
He should go. He should go to Alpine with Briatore.
So I think that one should be careful and should be wary, especially Ferrari, because Ferrari have problems when it comes. They're too experimental with the car. They're too experimental with race strategy. They do need some kind of better direction. And Horner would be just the perfect fit for Ferrari right now, especially because Horner wants to come back and he wants to get revenge on Red Bull for this humiliation. And nothing would give him more getting a car that can compete with Red Bull.
Yeah, because Horner's an egomaniac. Yeah. Horner's an egomaniac. Actually, that was the greatest team, having Horner, Verstappen. Can you imagine Horner, Verstappen, Newey, and Marco? All of them are egomaniacs. That was the perfect team. That was like the A team. Remember? Dun, 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 dun. Verstappen is Mr. T. Don't talk to me, Marco. All right, this was a good show, man. We made something out of nothing because I woke up this morning. I said, "What are we going to talk about?" But we stringed together a good show. Any last thoughts, Mr. Johnny?
I had one last thought, but it was
and I'll go back to what you were saying. So Bernie Ecclestone said that this guy's biggest mistake.
I remember what I was going to say. I remember what I was going to say. Wouldn't it be funny if Horner and Verstappen end up in another team?
That'll be
together.
Maybe Aston Martin or something.
Maybe Aston Martin or well, maybe Aston Martin. What if they end up in Aston Martin? Actually, that'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy. Wouldn't it be? Yeah, I was gonna say they end up in McLaren, but that's not gonna happen.
All right. Yes. We're gonna have no.
All right, so I think we're good, man. Our next show will be on Monday. We'll do the preview for Spa, which is a fast track. Again, Verstappen should be able to win in Spa, but you never know. That car is crazy.
But we don't know what is going to happen to that car. Yeah. Maybe Honda will they're probably taking one of his magic out of that car. That we'll see how you are going to do that. You see, that car probably not start against them.
Yeah. What are you going to say,
McLaren, they're going to dominate.
Right. McLaren and Spa, they'll most likely dominate.
If they're lucky, McLaren are going to dominate Spa.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Yeah. This has been a crazy season. All right, Kool-Aid, take us out.
So it's been an exciting day with the thrills and spills that is international motorsport. And we shall be seeing whether Horner shall be coming back into the Formula One fold later or not. And from myself, Johnny, and Mustafa, I bid you farewell, adieu, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys. Okay, we might do something on Sunday, but I'll let you guys. But otherwise, enjoy Friday, Saturday. Okay.
Yeah. And like and subscribe. We have to
Oh, yeah,